You know what the number one job of somebody that sold their soul in Hollywood is?
What?
Is to act like it didn't happen.
Throughout his career, Katt Williams has faced his fair share of criticism and controversy, but he remains steadfast in his commitment to pushing boundaries and challenging societal norms through his comedy. Today, we uncover how Katt Williams exposed Hollywood stars' dirty sacrifices that got them famous. The Interview. In the cutthroat world of Hollywood, where fame and success are fiercely pursued, there are often whispers and rumors about how certain celebrities attain their stardom. Comedy legend Katt Williams recently sat down for an explosive interview with former NFL player Shannon Sharpe on his podcast Club Shay Shay. The interview, which lasted nearly 3 hours, was filled with shocking revelations, outrageous claims, and personal grievances. Williams held nothing back as he took aim at fellow comedians, Hollywood gatekeepers, and even delved into controversial topics. The internet was left buzzing with memes, debates, and fact-checking as viewers tried to process the jaw-dropping moments from the interview. It's no secret that the entertainment industry can be a treacherous place, where power and influence often dictate success. But what happens when those in power abuse their positions and make unsavory demands?
They canceled me for talking about Harvey Weinstein before the thing came out, but he offered to suck in front of all my people at my agency.
These shocking words from Katt Williams reveal a disturbing encounter with the now imprisoned Hollywood producer, Harvey Weinstein. Williams, known for his unfiltered honesty, spoke about the incident in detail.
I'm thinking I'm the only black person on the script. I get there, it's 3 other black guys on there. Woo! Huh.
So you wonder what they did to get that?
Williams recalls feeling shocked and taken aback when Weinstein made the inappropriate proposition. The comedian's refusal to comply with Weinstein's advances showcases his unwavering integrity and refusal to compromise his principles for fame and success. Williams continued and added, "And this is why when I walk in a room, heads go down. Behind my back, I'm nothing. I'm just a regular old comedian that's bitter and jealous. But in my face, no, no, no. The king has walked in and they have to respect it. Only because I've not taken the shortcut. I've not been funded. They pay you to not talk about things they don't want you to talk about." Williams's boldness in speaking out against Weinstein highlights the power dynamics within the industry and the lengths some individuals will go to maintain control and silence those who threaten their reputation. Katt Williams, known for his no-holds-barred approach, also made shocking claims about Kevin Hart being an industry plant. These claims have sent shockwaves through the comedy community and have left fans questioning the authenticity of Kevin's rise to fame. Williams didn't directly accuse Kevin Hart of being an industry plant right away. Instead, he dropped hints and made insinuations, leaving his audience to connect the dots. Back in the early 2000s, when the discussion about black male entertainers being pushed to wear dresses in movies or films in Hollywood was gaining traction, Katt Williams was one of the first to address the issue. He suggested that there was a strange rite of passage, where black comedians were expected to don a dress before reaching the next level of fame. Comedian Dave Chappelle was also vocal about this practice. In 2006, Dave appeared on The Oprah Winfrey Show and shared a personal experience that shed light on the pressure faced by black entertainers. He recounted an incident where he was asked to wear a dress for a movie scene he was doing with Martin Lawrence. Dave refused, stating that he didn't feel comfortable with it. The producers persisted, claiming that all the greats had done it before. However, Dave stood his ground, and the scene was eventually rewritten without the dress. This incident opened up a larger conversation about the industry's expectations and the compromises that black entertainers may face. It also raised questions about the authenticity of success in Hollywood. Katt Williams, being a keen observer of the industry, took note of these discussions and began dropping hints about Kevin Hart's journey to fame. Katt Williams began by addressing the claims made by Kevin Hart on The Breakfast Club, where Kevin had accused Katt of being bitter, abusing drugs, and blaming Hollywood for his personal failures. Katt fired back, stating that he had never used drugs beyond marijuana and that he had always been firm about his limits when it came to substances. He emphasized that he had never sold his soul to Hollywood, unlike what Kevin had insinuated. Katt claimed that Kevin had lied to everyone about how he made it big in Hollywood. According to him, Kevin already had his deals in place when he arrived in Los Angeles. He argued that such a rapid rise to success was unheard of and raised suspicions about Kevin's connections and the opportunities handed to him, and explicitly calling him an industry plant.
Have we heard of a comedian that came to LA and in his first year in LA, he had his own sitcom on network television?
Katt Williams went on to explain his definition of an industry plant. He stated that an industry plant is someone who is strategically placed in the entertainment industry to further a specific agenda. Katt believed that there was a club of people who ran the business and decided who would succeed and who wouldn't. He referred to it as a cabal or consortium, where individuals either joined on their terms or never reached the top level of success. Katt claimed that these powerful individuals individuals controlled the narrative and determined who would receive opportunity. Katt Williams also addressed the issue of Kevin Hart's work ethic. Kevin often boasted about being the hardest working comedian in the game, but Katt questioned the true source of his success. While Kevin loved to talk about his work ethic, Katt pointed out that there were many people who had dropped hints that Kevin's success wasn't solely based on hard work. Katt argued that Kevin's rise to fame couldn't be solely attributed to his work ethic, and there might be other factors at play. Katt Williams further elaborated on the concept of an industry plant by highlighting the dress controversy once again. He stated that the dress controversy wasn't just about the dress itself, it was about the industry's power dynamics and the pressure faced by black entertainers. Katt claimed that Kevin Hart had taken roles that were originally offered to him, but with scenes that he had requested to be removed. Katt believed that Kevin had compromised his principles by accepting these roles without the changes he had suggested. He questioned why Kevin was labeled a bad person for standing by his standards, while others were praised for doing the same. According to Katt Williams, every single movie that Kevin Hart did for a 5-year period was a movie that had been on his desk. Katt claimed that he had asked for some scenes to be toned down or removed, specifically scenes that were overtly gay. However, these scenes remained unchanged and were given to Kevin, who performed them as they were. Katt felt that this was a clear example of roles being taken from him and given to Kevin, with no regard for his suggestions or concerns. Katt Williams concluded the interview by addressing the backlash he had received for speaking out against the industry. He acknowledged that he had faced criticism and had roles taken away from him because he refused to compromise his principles. Katt emphasized that he had not taken shortcuts or been funded to keep silent on certain topics, unlike what he believed had happened with Kevin Hart. He urged his audience to question the definitions of words like plant and to understand the power dynamics at play in Hollywood. But Kevin Hart wasn't the only comedian in Williams's crosshairs. Another individual who Katt exposed for sacrificing his integrity was Cedric the Entertainer. He fired off candid revelations about several high-profile figures in the comedy industry and his accusation against Cedric the Entertainer that caught a lot of people's attention. Williams claimed that Cedric had stolen his best joke more than 2 decades ago. This wasn't just any joke for Williams, it was his very best one. The joke in question originated from Williams's 1998 stand-up set on the BET show Comic View, where he performed under the name Katt in da Hat. Williams alleged that Cedric took the joke and used it in Spike Lee's stand-up film, The Original Kings of Comedy. According to Williams, he had performed the joke twice on the BET show, and it had gained significant recognition. The network even used it in their commercials. Williams recalled a specific encounter at the Comedy Store, where Cedric watched him perform the joke, praised him backstage, and expressed his love for it. However, 2 years later, Cedric allegedly performed the same joke as his closing bit in The Original Kings of Comedy, with only a minor alteration of turning the car into a spaceship. When Cedric the Entertainer was confronted with these allegations in 2021, he dismissed them as ridiculous on an Instagram post. He claimed that the joke in question was over 30 years old and that he had performed it 6 or 7 years before Williams's 1998 special. The feud between these two comedy powerhouses has since escalated, with both sides standing firm in their claims. The online community has been buzzing with reactions to this feud, and some dedicated sleuths managed to unearth a grainy recording of Williams's original 1998 performance. When compared to Cedric's now popular joke, the similarities are striking. This discovery has only fueled the flames of controversy and intensified the feud between the two comedians. Cedric the Entertainer responded to Williams's claim on social media, dismissing it as revisionist history. He emphasized that his career couldn't be reduced to just one joke and highlighted his extensive filmography and successful specials as evidence of his talent and success. Katt Williams did not stop there during his interview. Another celebrity he took shots at was Ludacris. Williams shared the details of a pivotal incident in their careers. He claimed that both he and Ludacris were invited to a clandestine gathering of the Illuminati. It was a crossroads that would shape their lives forever. At this meeting, Williams revealed a choice had to be made. One of them had to make a sacrifice, a symbolic act that would seal their fate. Williams disclosed that the sacrifice involved cutting off all their hair and abandoning their signature sideburns. It was a strange request, but one that held immense significance within the Illuminati's twisted world. The stakes were high. The Illuminati promised the chosen one a staggering $200 million for starring in 20 movies, with a jaw-dropping salary of $10 million per film. It was an offer that could catapult anyone to unimaginable fame and fortune. But who would be the lucky recipient of this life-altering deal? Williams revealed that Ludacris was the one who ultimately took the plunge. He accepted the Illuminati's offer, forever binding himself to their mysterious agenda. From that moment on, Ludacris would become a household name, propelled to stardom through his role in the Fast and Furious film series. Williams then took things a further by saying that one person ended up with a light-skinned, ugly face wife, adding that it's part of what they give you. During this interview, Katt also opened up about the dark side of the entertainment industry, exposing the alleged activities that some rappers engage in to gain favor with P. Diddy. P. Diddy has been making the headlines recently for all the wrong things, including sexual assault allegations. While many have succumbed to Diddy's influence, Katt boldly refused to compromise his integrity. His refusal to participate in questionable activities has sparked a conversation about the lengths some individuals are willing to go for fame and success.
Now, I've had to turn down $50 million 4 times. 4 times. Just to protect my integrity.
He revealed that Diddy had tried to bring him into his inner circle, extending invitations for shopping trips and exclusive parties. But Katt, unlike many others, chose to say no. Some hailed him as a beacon of integrity, while others accused him of bitterness and jealousy. But one thing is clear, Katt's story has ignited a conversation about the lengths some individuals in Hollywood are willing to go for fame and success. Katt's bold claims and his assertion that he has receipts to back up his story have left the industry on edge. The truth, it seems, is about to be revealed. The internet and celebrities react. After the interview with Shannon Sharpe on the Club Shay Shay podcast and all the things he revealed about celebrities, it's no surprise that netizens and some of the people mentioned would respond. The bold statements from Williams have sparked a heated feud between the two comedy giants. Now, a lot about Kevin Hart was said during the interview. Instead of letting the comments slide, he responded to Katt Williams, calling him an industry plant. Before we dive into Hart's response, let's take a moment to understand the depth of this feud. This isn't the first time these two comedians have clashed. 5 years ago, Williams called out Tiffany Haddish, one of Hart's close friends and fellow comedians. Williams asserted that Haddish hadn't proven her ability to tell jokes and criticized her success in the industry. Hart, on the other hand, has always been vocal about his support for Haddish and his disapproval of the hatred targeted at her. Back in 2018, Hart stood up for his friend and fellow comedian Tiffany Haddish when Williams criticized her comedic abilities, suggesting she hadn't earned her stripes in the industry. Hart's defense of Haddish showcased his loyalty and willingness to support his peers. During an interview on the radio show The Breakfast Club, Hart confronted Williams directly, expressing his frustration with Williams constantly blaming Hollywood and the white man for his own shortcomings. Hart pointed out that Williams had been given numerous opportunities, but failed to show up for work, jeopardizing his relationships with studios. Hart didn't shy away from addressing the issue of Williams' drug use, emphasizing the importance of taking responsibility for one's choices. Now, when Katt recently made his remarks about Kevin Hart, he didn't shy away from the confrontation. Taking to social media, he expressed his disappointment with Williams' comments, saying that he needs to let that anger out, and it's honestly sad. He did this, all while promoting his upcoming movie, Lift, on the same post. Talk about killing 2 birds with 1 stone. As the story continues to unfold, it remains to be seen whether Hart and Williams will find common ground or if their feud will persist. Now, 5 days after the explosive interview with Shannon Sharpe, Kevin Hart spoke with Fox 5's Kevin McCarthy to air out his perspective on the situation. When he was asked about his thoughts on the whole situation, he said the following.
I don't feed into the stuff at all. At the end of the day, it's all entertainment to a certain degree.
Another celebrity who didn't shy away from responding to Katt Williams' comments was Tiffany Haddish. And although he hadn't said anything about her making sacrifices to succeed in Hollywood, he took a dig at her career. He alleged that Haddish hadn't performed at the notable comedy club, the Comedy Store, and instead was only seen at the Laugh Factory. These comments ignited a firestorm of debate and speculation about Haddish's rise to fame and the validity of her comedic talent. But Tiffany Haddish, never one to back down, had a powerful response of her own. She took to social media to set the record straight and defend her career. In the face of controversy, Tiffany Haddish refused to stay silent. She took to her Instagram story to share her thoughts and set the record straight about her career. With a mix of humor and determination, Haddish delivered an epic clapback to Katt Williams' comment. Haddish began by sharing a photo of herself and Williams at the 2018 Emmys, where they were seen together. In the picture, Haddish stood confidently in front of Williams, who appeared to be bowing down to her. Alongside the photo, she wrote a caption tagging Williams, expressing her excitement about working together in the future. She wrote, "I am looking forward to us working together one day again, Katt Williams. We will definitely have fun. At least I know I will, cause I am talking set every day we work together. I'm excited about how hard we will laugh. Haddish didn't stop there. In the next slide, she shared another photo of herself and Williams, this time poking fun at his lighter leash seen in the picture. She playfully questioned her beliefs about Williams' alleged drug addiction. She added, "Katt Williams say he don't have no drug addiction and I believe him. This lighter leash at the Emmys makes me question my beliefs." Haddish's response didn't go unnoticed by social media users who flooded the Shade Room's comment section with their reaction. Love and hip-hop Atlanta star Jocelyn Hernandez dismissed Williams' comments with a simple "girl bye," while other Instagram users suggested that Haddish should lay low due to the drama surrounding her name. Social media users continue to weigh in on the situation, with some eagerly awaiting Williams' response, while others believe it's best for all parties to move on. Another celebrity that responded to what Katt Williams said in the interview was Ludacris. Just a day after the interview was aired, the rapper took to social media with a freestyle rap, denying any involvement with the Illuminati and setting the record straight. Ludacris, known for his lyrical prowess and unapologetic attitude, was clearly not about to let these accusations slide. Over the instrumental version of Kanye West's Devil in a New Dress from the album My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, he unleashed his words with precision and passion. "Whatever's heavy on my heart is always on my mind," Ludacris began, setting the tone for his fiery rebuttal. He continued, "Like Snoop Dogg's Cannabis Shredder, I'm always on my grind." With each line, Ludacris showcased his talent and reminded the world why he is a force to be reckoned with in the music industry. "They throwing shade cause could never take my shine," Ludacris rapped, addressing the accusations head on. He made it clear that his success is a result of his hard work and talent, not some secret society. Ludacris then dropped a line that left no room for doubt. "Never been Illuminati, only Illuminati." But Ludacris didn't stop there. He used his freestyle to highlight his growth and evolution as a person. "Now I'm married with kids, the evolution of life," he continued. Ludacris made it clear that he has moved on from the party lifestyle and is focused on his family and personal growth. As the freestyle continued, Ludacris paid tribute to the late John Singleton, the director of the Fast and Furious franchise, in which Ludacris has starred. He acknowledged Singleton's impact on the film series and emphasized that he had earned every one of his paychecks from the movies. Ludacris also gave a nod to his iconic hairstyle, stating, "Afro with the sideburns, yeah, that's my signature." With his freestyle response, Ludacris made it clear that he is not one to be silenced or underestimated. He used his words as a weapon, shutting down the accusations and reclaiming his narrative. The power and passion behind his delivery left fans and critics in awe, solidifying his status as a true icon in the music industry. Another comedian that Williams fired shots at was Michael Blackson. Williams went all in, calling Blackson an African with a fake African accent, igniting a firestorm of responses. Blackson, known for his quick wit and unfiltered humor, took to Twitter to fire back, expressing his confusion and frustration. Williams had said, "You know, Shannon, getting booed on stage is a humbling experience. I've been there, and I believe it should be used as a learning experience. But let me tell you something, most comedians don't get booed enough." That's how you end up with Michael Blackson, who is a real African, doing a fake African accent. Those words hit like a comedic punch to the gut. Michael Blackson took to Twitter and posted, "I'm so confused. I'm African with a fake African accent. My accent had me roasted every day in school and in the comedy clubs in America, and I wish I could get rid of it. Even my Philly accent is fake. I guess the only thing real about me is my d." Blackson wasted no time in firing back at Williams with his trademark humor and candidness. He took to Twitter highlighting the struggles he faced due to his accent. But Blackson didn't stop there. He acknowledged Williams' talent, listing him as one of the top 5 comedians alive, but also made it clear that Williams was not the same comedian he was in 2005. Blackson cheekily placed himself at number 10 on his list of the top 10 comedians alive, adding fuel to the already blazing fire. During the interview, Williams claimed that he had given Blackson valuable advice about his image and career. According to Williams, he had suggested that Blackson needed to dress in a way that aligned with the position he claimed to be in. Williams even went as far as to suggest that Blackson should establish a school to solidify his position as the African king of comedy. But Blackson vehemently denied Williams' claim, calling him a lying, dehydrated leprechaun, and stating that he had only built a free school, the Michael Blackson Academy, where kids could whip Williams for free. He also added that Williams stirred up the drama, mentioning top 10 comedians alive on the same day with the hopes of them responding just to make him relevant. Now, let's get into Shannon Sharpe and how the internet reacted to his interview with Williams. The interview, which was intended to be a lighthearted and entertaining conversation, took an unexpected turn as Williams unleashed a series of controversial statements that left viewers stunned. In the aftermath of the interview, social media exploded with heated debates and discussions. Critics accused Sharpe of failing to challenge Williams on his controversial statements, suggesting that he had missed an opportunity to hold the comedian accountable. Others defended Sharpe, arguing that it was a difficult situation to navigate and that he had done his best to maintain professionalism. Amidst the intense backlash following the Katt Williams interview, Shannon Sharpe refused to shy away from the criticism. Instead, he took a proactive approach, determined to address the accusations head-on and provide his perspective on the events that unfolded. With a calm and composed demeanor, Sharpe delved into the intricacies of the interview, explaining the challenges he faced in navigating the conversation with Williams. He emphasized that his intention was to create an open dialogue and allow Williams to express his thoughts freely, even if they were controversial. While speaking on the Nightcap channel, he said that people were upset because of the traction that he was getting on his platform.
You're upset that he said everything that he said, and he said it on my platform.
Right.
And now it's bringing attention to my platform.
The conversation extended beyond the media industry, with viewers and fans engaging in discussions about the role of interviewers in shaping public discourse. Many expressed their desire for interviewers to be more assertive in challenging guests when necessary, while others emphasized the importance of allowing diverse perspectives to be heard. However, Shannon also highlighted the delicate balance interviewers must strike between facilitating conversation and respecting the autonomy of their guests. He also said that he does not consider himself a journalist. Rather, he called himself an entertainer. Shannon added that if Katt Williams wanted to talk about hard-hitting questions, he would have gone on 60 Minutes. He also said that if Katt went on a different platform, he would not have been able to open up as much as he did on Club Shay Shay. Sharpe's response to the criticism also sparked conversations about the power dynamics at play during interviews. It shed light on the challenges faced by interviewers when dealing with influential figures who may attempt to control the narrative or push their own agenda. Now, without a doubt, this Katt Williams interview will have a lasting impact on the comedian and Shannon Sharpe's careers. And there you have it, the details of Hollywood's dirty sacrifices that broke the internet. If you enjoyed this video, click on the boxes playing on your screen to watch similar content.